Hello, welcome to the CDAP Practice Made Simple video series, and today we are going to go through the eligibility criteria of becoming a digital advisor, what's the process and what to look for to make sure that your application is going to go through. So first, I'm not going to go to the details why to be a CDAP advisor, but if you're a service business, a marketing agency, you're working on digital sales, managed service provider, cybersecurity expert, or even a general business consultant, not doing or not applying, it's a mistake. Simply super easy. You have to get a couple of things in place to make sure you are going to be applied. But after you get applied, and if you don't do any of these plans, that's the worst thing happened. You spend 2-3 hours on that. But if you not, there is a chance this window of opportunity going to close, as we see hundreds of applicants are applied to becoming a digital advisor, and if they are going to go through a cap, probably you are not going to be able to do that anymore. And you don't know, we don't know who is going to be needing for this $15,000 grant in the future, 2 or 3 or 4 years from now. So let's go through the eligibility. So first eligibility, this is basically their definition on the screen, what's written on the website, and we confirm that with the marketplace people, is that they need a secondary degree or a specific certification on a certain field. So this part is the whole relevant post-secondary degree that can be somewhat like engineering, for instance, or MBA and things like that. But we saw MBAs declined through this process because they didn't have specific certification on some field proving that they can do that. It's kind of interesting that you as a company can actually apply on your behalf. So if somebody in the team has some kind of certification or degree, that's enough to mention here. Certification can be somewhat like a digital advisor certification. Our company actually giving general digital advisor certification, which seems to be make you eligible for this one. So if you don't have anything else, let us know and we can issue you one if you are a member after going through certain hoops we give you to be certified, but it can be handled. Now the next item is 5 years of experience. It doesn't mean your company has to be more than 5 years old. Confirmed, you can be a startup company if you're able to show that the team behind has the experience of 5 years. That's enough. Next one, experience in digital business strategies. So that's a question what that means. Having experience in developing digital business strategies, models, products and services. If you're a managed service provider, if you did an IT infrastructure strategy plan, that applies. If you're a marketing consultant and you did digital strategy, that applies. If you're a cybersecurity compliance plan, applies. So don't take that super serious. They want to make sure you have some experience on a broader range of strategic planning in one digital area. Now, experience in digital technology solutions. Now, that's another item here, is that have expertise in digital technology solutions, enterprise resource planning, customer relationship management, various industries, etc. What that means that you have expertise on one or multiple digital fields in depth. Now, this is where most of the people can be not applicable if they are general business consultants. You have to prove that you have an in-depth subject matter expertise in one field. It can be for a managed service provider, infrastructure, cloud, teamwork, office productivity, things like that. For marketing agencies, different advertisements, channels, website management, e-commerce and things like that. So you have to show two different things, that you are able to create like a strategy and you're able to create like a specific plan for one area of the strategy. Next one, have experience in executing digital technology selection processes. This is basically showing them that you have a process to be able to work through a client, to be able to select certain applications and systems in a processed way. So it's, for instance, weighted selection criteria, or having requirement planning, things like that. Again, if you're a member, you have the standard operating procedures, how to do those in compliance with the standards, but you have to show some way that it's visible. Now, the trickiest is the last one. Be able to provide all elements of a CDAP digital adoption plan. Right, so you have to prove that all the required elements of a CDAP plan you did somewhat in the past, this form or another. Meaning that they're gonna go after whether you did roadmap planning, digital solution planning, have you gone through like a strategy planning, and you have somewhat like artifacts showing or documents that you made it. Now, this is what they say, and that's great and no problem with that. One more thing is technology vendors. Like there is a specific definition that selling a particular product or software is make you uneligible. So let's say if you are like a HubSpot partner, that might give you uneligibility if you are not able to showcase that you are able to generate a digital adoption plan outside of the scope of HubSpot. Or when you do and when you create a plan, you should be vendor agnostic, so your plan shouldn't mention HubSpot as the digital solution plan. It can be mentioned marketing tools such as, and you can have different products. So their objection is that, let's say if you're a Office 365 distributor and you make money selling on Office 365, creating a digital adoption plan to buy more license is somewhat going to be controversy. So if you are a vendor, that's not a problem. We prove that it's not an objection. If you are able to move and make sure that all these other pieces are going to be completed. I want to make sure we have another video about how to prepare for this application if you have such a thing like website, LinkedIn, how you change things around. But in general, you can overcome that problem with your application. So that was the easy part. The hard part is actually what's the real deliverable behind that. One more second, I have to jump back to the slide, which is here. So they are going to ask specific documents from you through your application. So when you submit your application, that's going to be somewhat like company name and things like that. And after that, you're going to get somewhat a form, or in an early stage, that was just a simple email to give additional information to them to they can check through. So first, what they're going to need is a documentation to confirm that existence of your business. Simple. If you have an active government security clearance, okay. But the important part, at least 2 references that can attest to your qualifications as a digital advisor service provider. So you need existing clients to be able to approached by the government that, hey, Jack, did he do something like that? So you want to make sure that you're able to list a couple of clients and you let them know that if they get somewhat like a reference check, they're gonna cross-reference you. Second, CV of digital advisors confirming they are meeting the CDAP's eligibility requirements. That's likely your LinkedIn page. So when you do the LinkedIn page, again, we have another video about detailed how to fulfill that. But you want to make sure that they are going to see not just you're a marketing expert, that you're a digital advisor expert, digital strategy, digital advisor, digital plan, things like that should be on your page to be able to see what's going on. Next one, sample of a digital adoption plan developed by you or your company that's similar than the components of CDAP adoption plan. It doesn't have to be a living, breathing, real one. It has to be somewhat like a sample action plan with all the CDAP related items. So if you are a member of us, you are going to get one which you are able to submit, because that's the standard operating procedures you are going to learn and apply. And based on the feedback, they accept it fairly easily. So for instance, if you are applying and if you know that you can do those, but your LinkedIn page is not really ready, you don't have these references, things like that, the membership program can help you actually to do that. It it's not going to do that for you if you are not eligible to do that, but to communicate that you are eligible, we are able to help with. So that's basically it. If you're able to submit those, that's going to be somewhat like 6 to 8 weeks to go through the process. Just if you submit in a way that they're going to click on your LinkedIn, they're going to click on your website, they're going to click on your submitted items, and that's over, communicating your value, that's going to be the application that, quick. If they have to reference check, if they have to kind of get into the committee whether these guys are eligible or not because you are missing a couple of things, that's going to be hugely time consuming. Give you an example. One of the members were rejected. We helped her to get proper documentation behind that. She appealed, and she get to the marketplace 3 days after. Not just approved, but she now was on the marketplace. Many approved advisors not yet on the marketplace currently. What that means, if they get the confidence, they are submitting you through the process fairly quickly. So that's it. Thank you very much, and remember, there is another video talking about how to actually make your profile better for the application. Thank you very much, and if you have any question, put up on the hub. Thanks.